Hello guys, welcome to another fabulous episode of the Goldiva Fab Show with your girl Goldiva. You know, as always, we keep it. So how you guys doing today? So let's get started. On today's episode, I am super excited because I have a I would say, is one of the inspiration in fashion, Mr. APPAREL. And also we are going to be talking about high street versus designer brand on the Fashion Fab with my gorgeous co-host Kizzy. You do not want to miss all of that. But coming up next is the red carpet. Take a look. Welcome back. Right now I am sitting on the sofa and I have the man, like everyone knows who he is, which also happens to be one of the people that inspires me in terms of fashion. He is an entrepreneur, as in he is a designer with his own brand. He is a wristwatch distributor. He is a brand ambassador. He's a stylist, as in the list just goes on. I'm talking about Mr. APPAREL, which is Uze, right?
Yeah, it is, Yusuf.
Do people call you Uze, Yusuf, Mr. AP, Abubakar? Which one is it?
It's quite funny because I don't know. Okay, AP is the latest one now. Yeah. The Uze started from high school, which was Yusuf, obviously. So we always had a nickname.
Because that's who you use it, and I'm just thinking, okay, I don't know if I'm saying it right.
I've actually had problems with that because someone used my. It was supposed to be an official document and he put Uze instead of Yusuf.
Oh, wow. Okay, so what would you like me to address you as just for today?
Just Yusuf.
Yusuf. Okay, so welcome to the show, Yusuf.
Pleasure.
Right? Let's do this officially since we're both smart up. And guys, I had to really smile because when I was like, oh, he came prepared. So I had to even though I'm supposed to be in AP, but that didn't really happen. We'll get to that a little bit later.
We're slowly going into the female side.
Right? Yeah. So, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Not
Great,
bad.
you look well.
I'm trying.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did it all get started? I really just want to know. Tell us who Yusuf is.
Yusuf is just a regular normal guy like everyone else. I just basically it all started in uni. The whole AP thing. It was 2011, I think, third year. So we were supposed to come up with I did computing, so I'm a computer, which I didn't follow, computer engineer, supposedly. And we came up with an entrepreneurship project called, which was supposed to come up with a company and, do something and show our tutors. So I came up first with a software company, but it wasn't going well with me because of coding. So I thought, you know what, I just come up with a clothing line and I did a few slippers. So I was just doing it for fun, man. I wasn't looking at the money side of it. So folks were thrilled when I posted it. Oh, my new shoes. I posted it on Facebook, and a lot of folks they wanted to order and all that. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me do a rebrand. Yeah, okay. So I did. I came up with the company logo and registered the company. Then I had to travel, outsource, get a manufacturing. We did samples. And then it was funny because we had Omarion. I hosted Omarion that year to Newcastle. So Leon Best was in the club, and Leon Best was playing for Newcastle United then. And so he saw my jacket, he was like, he likes it. So I gave him my card. I was like, yeah, that's my card. So he called me the next day, and he invited me to his house. So I went to his house, I met the family. I brought some pieces for him. He liked it. He offered me money. I was like, no, man, I don't need your money. Like, you can just wear it, man. He's a footballer. He's got the name. He was like, no, he's going to support me. It's not like he's trying to, you know, like all the celebrities want stuff for free.
Okay.
But he supported me basically, and he wore it, and boom, like people started, you know, hitting me up. But then with the fashion style, it was like more of what I was wearing that I was preaching out. It wasn't like I'm trying to, so it was my style that I was just bringing out. So even from the shoes, yeah.
Okay.
So,
I mean, you just said, you mentioned like 2011, so that's like basically 4 or 5 years ago.
4 or 5 years
I mean, but it feels like it's bigger than that, because when people talk about AP, I'm thinking like this is like a big brand that's been around forever, you know. And then you've got like who is behind it, and then you see you and they're like, wow, you're so humble and everything, which is amazing, like to have, you know. That's good. I just have to put that out there. So speaking of the brand, so when you decided, okay, this was initially just meant to be a project, and then you decided to make it a brand, was that you putting out your style, your personal style into this to grow it out as a brand?
Yeah, it was more like me putting out my personal style, because I noticed around, like the folks, my friends around, obviously, we all love wearing suits. So I was like, okay, you know what, let's actually go into this suit thing. I sketched with one of my mates. He was a partner before. He does like the graphic designs and everything. We did a sketch of the AP outlook of what we wanted to sell out, the illustration. We even did an advert of a cartoon. You actually see it transforming into the Stag logo and all that. So yeah, so pretty much what we did was we came up with the initial design, and then I obviously spoke to the guys I partnered with. I had an investment with production, and then we started making the suits. And the thing about the brand is like the friends, it's not just about me, it's the friends and the network I have around me. So I happen to have a good network with the Newcastle footballers, which actually pushed the brand well. And then it's just been like, you know, to be honest, I think I've just been lucky, but I've always prepared to be to meet the opportunity as well. So even when my stuff got premiered on Oprah Winfrey Network series, it was just because of the preparation. It was because of the preparation, because someone saw the style and he wanted the look, and it was like, you know, why don't you design for me? I've got a series that's the Flex and Shanice show on Oprah Winfrey series. I was like, yeah, why not? You know, it doesn't hurt.
I mean, a lot of people talked about that. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, okay, all right. So I feel like I need to go a little bit more deep, because right now people just know I'm sitting here with Mr. Yusuf AP, but there's a lot more to this man that you don't know. And I have personally worked with you on, like, you know, the Stag House fashion show, which is a yearly fashion show that you do. And like, I happen to be one of the designers from
London, actually. 2012.
2012. I know, it seems so far away, but it wasn't that far away. I mean, for me, that was like a big major. That was actually one of the big platforms that I'd been on, like in terms of my design to showcase. And I felt like that was amazing. Tell us a little bit more about that.
The Stag House fashion show, like I said, if you notice the Stag House, it's my logo, and the brand AP is a stag logo, which is a deer, and Stag House. I just thought about, okay, why don't I, since I've done a brand, let me use a medium to promote the brand, and also use a medium to promote the brand. A tree can't make a forest, so you need to bring other people and, you know, showcase talent. So if I did a fashion show on my own, it would be boring, because they only see APPAREL Polo. But that's why, you know, I reached out to you guys from different parts. There were people from London, Scotland, you know, some people from Canada actually showcased. They couldn't come, but they pushed their product down. The good thing about the Stag House fashion show, we had people, the guys that do the Jody show, the manager was there as well. We had Newcastle footballers there. We had Metro newspaper. We had magazines. So it was.
My brother was actually in the Metro newspaper. I saw it and I was like, oh my God, Mama, amazing. Like, no, that was major for me. I saw it. I didn't even know about it. Someone just like, look, I saw that. I was like, I didn't even know it was that major being on that platform. But then after that, I knew what, you know, effect it had on my brand as well.
I think you got a deal or something. You're supposed to be designing for.
We're not gonna get into that.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
You're supposed to pay me for that.
I'm supposed to, but like, you know, we got into that and then like, you know, came back and do that, but that was something.
Yeah.
So apart from that, again, you also have the wristwatch distribution that you do, which is another major thing. Like, tell us a little bit more about that.
Alright, which is quite funny. It links back to the Stag House Fashion Show. When I did the Stag House Fashion Show, we sold out like 1,000 capacity, which is we were there, the assembly room, and then it was an independent fashion show, which is done by me. And aside Newcastle Fashion Show, there's never been an independent fashion show that big in Newcastle. And we had Ritmo Mundo, which was the major sponsor of the watch, the fashion show. And Ritmo Mundo is an American brand who's affiliated with, you know, the Indy cars in America. They sponsored Ocean 1 and Ocean 12 and 13 movies, you know. So it's actually a big brand. So I liaise with Ritmo Mundo because I know the owner of the watches, Ali Sultani, is an American jewelry. For about, their family have been running the rodeo, the Hollywood Drive for the past 60 years.
Wow. In
terms of jewelry. So I had the opportunity, you know, to talk about the Stag House Fashion Show with him, and he bought into the idea, supported the brand, and I think that's how the story of my involvement into watches. Then I was doing the London Watch Show every year, so I go for watch shows, you know, if it means I have to fly to Switzerland for the Basel watch, I do, because I love watches. And
I know you make that clear on the social network, like
I love watches,
all the wristwatches. I love wristwatches. Well, it's so funny, I'm not wearing one right now. But like, I am a wristwatch person, so I think I have to invest in one of them.
Yeah, you need to speak to me.
I do, yeah, I have to. But then just wait, let me make my millions first, and then I'll come back.
You don't have to make millions to get watches, though.
No, I was just like, but obviously your wristwatch are like, you know.
No, but it's funny because I just had a new watch, which is this one I'm wearing. That's why it's called Vintage Concept. It's a new watch brand that they just reached out. So I'm marketing it both in the UK and in Africa as well. And we're going to be involved in a lot of stuff, from technology down to, you know, commercial stuff. And the price margin, to be honest, I try to work with brands that I know are affordable. Yeah. You know, that like the Michael Kors price as well. So it's not,
So I mean, like, the price margin, like,
you can get
£5,000, something like that.
Yeah, you can get that one if you ask me. You can still get the minimum price if you ask me. So,
alright, so we're gonna have to speak about investing in one watch then.
You need it.
So taking it back to the AP, because I feel like that's the main brand itself, and everything else is just under the AP, right?
Yeah.
So, how would you describe your personal style? Because obviously right now you're rocking AP, I believe, from head to toe.
Yeah.
So
my personal style, I'd like to say it's unorthodox. I try to, less is more. I don't do too much. So it's just attention to details. Unorthodox in the sense that I don't want to, if I start looking at other brands, then I'll forget the style I'm trying to bring out. The brand, like I said, it's more of an inbuilt stuff. My dad loves dressing, my mom loves dressing. So, but in their traditional styles, I thought, you know, reflecting in the more Western style, I could translate that's why if you notice my designs are either on brocade or they have this certain floral pattern. So
that's what I was going to say. You know how you say less is more? I'm like, it is less, but then you put a lot of detail into it, which makes it like you can just wear it and automatically like you're glam. Like that's the most amazing thing about
that's what I try to do, because at the end of the day, if you can't afford the shoes, that say for instance go for £250, then you should afford the jacket.
And lastly, I'm just going to say, apart from the suits, which we know AP for, and the shoes, which are major, what other stuff have you managed to incorporate into the brand?
Apart from the shoes, like the lapel pin you're seeing.
I want one of those.
Yeah, don't worry.
I was gonna say like the list. I want you to say so I can tell you the list of what I want. Okay. I want one of those.
Maybe I gotta shut the list now.
No, don't. I know. I did my research.
We're coming.
The glasses. One of those.
We've got the glasses. We've got the snapback.
The iPhone case. One of those.
Yeah, we've got the iPhone case. Then Mr. AP itself is a different brand. So Mr. AP to me is a different brand, which is myself. Combination with APPAREL POLO. So we do the gold-plated iPhone. So that's a different brand that comes into gold plates, like personal, like, you know, people that want access.
I mean, next time you see me, guys, I am going to be rocking AP Apparel. So
Very
basically,
well.
we have 4 items in line that has to come on the Goldiva Fab show, right?
Yeah, so we've got bags on the accessories coming as well. So yeah, that's pretty much.
So what is the future for AP Apparel? I know you cannot put that in a single sentence because I see this being major. I mean, it's major already, but seeing it being more major.
I wish it was
What's
major.
the future for it?
The future is we've got a lot of things going on now. We've got an agreement pack going on between AP and some company in Dubai. We've got a collection with an American artist that's coming soon. I don't want to name that. Okay, yeah, I think you do have it. 2 American artists actually. One is Perspective, which is going through. We've got something with you know what, MTV based in Africa going on as well. So yeah,
it's a lot, guys. It's just a lot. I mean, if you want to find that, you're gonna have to follow AP's journey, like from now and until, you know. It's just, all I can say is well done with what you're doing. I see people like me. I get inspired every day, and just continue.
You inspire me as well. So like you've got a TV show, man. Yeah. Very soon you'll be the Oprah Winfrey.
I don't know about being Oprah Winfrey, like, you know, but I'm just saying, right?
Just say amen to that.
But you know, thank you so much, and continue to conquer the world with your dreams and your inspiration and everything. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure having me here as well. Thank you very much.
All right. So that's it, guys, for this segment. Make sure you stay tuned because coming up next.
Hi guys, this is Mr. AP, aka Yusuf Abubakar, aka this is my 60 seconds on the Goldiva Fab show. And the question is how to be a boss in your own field. That's a huge question. Just be yourself, be unorthodox, and be consistent and trust in God.
Hello guys, welcome back again. This is the Goldiva Fab show, as you already know. I'm with the host today. But I'm introducing today.
You probably have to be the host since you've done the introduction.
Well, I'm the co-host, you're the host. So I'm introducing, but you're still the host.
Okay, well, I guess co-host, what are we doing today since you decided to introduce?
Okay, today we're going to be talking about high street versus designer brands. That's a very interesting topic, don't you think?
Yes. I mean, obviously, just looking at the topic, high street versus designer brand. We're talking about this in more of a personal interest / style.
Good.
So we're going to, first of all, I feel we should tell them, or maybe break it down.
The difference between,
what is designer?
Designer are apparels that are well finished, well tailored. They are high quality apparels, fabrics, while the high street is mass produced. High street is mass produced. They are clothes or fabrics or apparels that you see everywhere on the street. Shops like Zara, shops like
New
Look, shops like Rev Island, Topshop. Those are the high street brands. And then when we want to talk about the designers, you know, I'm wearing one. I'm wearing the couple.
I mean, I'm wearing one as well. You know, we thought, okay, this is what we decided to do today, guys. Since we're talking high street versus designer brand, we decided to mix and match. So we're going high street designer brand, same as Michael O's high street designer brand. So this is what we're going to tell you today. Should you mix it or should you go all through? Yeah. But before we get into that, I just feel like some people feel the need, like we were saying rightly on, some people feel the need that you need to own a designer brand for you to be stylish. No. Absolutely not. That's a capital no. Not. Like, I feel like you can have all the designer brand in the world and not even know what to do with it. Yeah. And you can shop even in as shop as the best shops in the world. You go Harrods, wherever you are. Yeah. You shop in Primark and be like the most stylish person ever on this earth. Yeah. So with that being said, guys, we're just gonna name or just point out few points that we feel, obviously, when you consider the high street brand and you consider the designer brand on how to kind of like go about it.
Yeah.
So the first thing I would want to say is the brand itself, which you've obviously explained. I don't think I even know that much detail about the difference. You just kind of schooled me there. Like you just lectured me.
But designer brands are basically, like I said earlier, designer brands are brands that you can actually wear. They are the ones that sell the brand actually to you.
The name.
They sell the name to you.
They sell the name, and then High Street actually sells you the piece. This is what I've always said. If you buy a designer brand, you're buying the name. Yes, they have good quality products.
You need to nail that.
Is amazing.
Yeah.
But then I feel like you're buying the name, because when you carry a bag, a leather bag or something, no one really is looking that you're carrying a leather bag. They're looking that you're carrying a designer brand. But if you wear something like Topshop, for example, no one is looking at the top shop of it. They're looking at the actual clothing. And once they've seen the clothing and they like it, then they can go like, oh, where is that from? And then the brand or the high street name comes in.
What I think these days, before, designer brands were actually for the wealthy, but now that the high street brands have come around everywhere, they are selling style to the people. So now you can see someone who's just rocking Topshop all through, Topshop, River Island, and they are red carpet worthy.
Yeah, definitely.
Nobody's gonna know that is. But before, it was just all about if you don't have the money, you can't wear these brands. You understand? So that is how it is. But now everybody can look like a celebrity just by wearing high street brands.
So which is what leads us to the question. The question is, should you own a designer brand?
I say yes.
Okay. I'll say yes as well, just because I feel, not because you need it, but just because I would say it's one of those things that it's not a necessity, it's more like a want. But then this is it. If you're a hardworking person, you work for your money, you like to look good, and you like to maybe, I don't know, just like, it's like art you collect.
Yeah.
You can invest in a brand. That is definitely okay. But then if you cannot afford it, is it really like, does it matter?
It doesn't. If you cannot afford it, it's always, you don't have to own it.
Yeah.
But if you can afford it, you should at least have a classic, brand.
So in that way, we say it's not a necessity, but if you want it and you can afford it, go for it.
And even to those who can afford it, it's always lovely to mix and match both.
Right?
Yeah.
And then also it goes with like your choice as well, like, or as a treat. Like sometimes some people, obviously, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna treat someone, like maybe a boyfriend, treat a girlfriend. I mean, there's some people that own designer brand, but they've never actually bought it with their money.
With the money, yeah.
So, but they appreciate it because they know how expensive it is. But then, being that it's a gift that comes to them, it means more, because you think like, okay,
exactly.
This is what I get. So like,
exactly.
Yeah. With that being said, I feel like, I mean, we just said it's not a want, but are you a designer person?
Well,
yes.
I'll say I'm a mix and match person. I mix
but both. You love your designers. I love
my designers. I love my designers. I love my designers. But still, I still wear high street products.
Okay. I mean,
and there's nothing to be ashamed about wearing a high street product.
No. I feel even high street these days, they're beginning to go into like the style of the designer. You know, there's a way where designer brands are kind of created. I feel like the high streets are beginning to go into that.
I'll tell you something. Like, I'll tell you something. Summer last year, Versace and H&M, they had a collaboration.
Yeah,
if you know that, because these designer brands are beginning to like come down to the high street, so like to work with them, because they see that these people are actually, that's the high street people are actually like selling proper style to the people. You can see, like I said, you can see someone wearing high street brands all through and he looks like a celebrity.
Definitely. I think that would have to be on personal style as well.
Yeah, that's personal style.
Brand really makes you stylish? No, I think it's
brand doesn't make you stylish. Okay. It's your person and the way you mix up your outfit.
So to round that up, guys, this is what I feel. I mean, we've said it's not a necessity, but if you want it. But then again, if you cannot afford it, what can you do? I mean, these are the three options I feel you can go about it. You can always find a cheaper brand. Although they have designers, but then there are ranges of it.
Yeah.
So like if you want to buy a wristwatch, for example, if you cannot afford a Rolex, you can always invest in, you know,
Michael Kors.
You know, exactly, Michael Kors. Yeah, Michael Kors, you can always invest in that, you
Michael
know, and still
Kors,
have
next.
a brand.
They all have they all
Even River
have like Rolex type kind of
thing.
you know,
You can
but
do that.
they have the whole style of it, but it's not the real thing, isn't it?
Okay.
But still, you can get
alright.
it.
So number
and it's still
one,
good quality as well.
Yeah. So number one is find a cheaper brand.
Yeah.
Number two is discount. Like obviously you can have someone selling something. Like if you know people that sell stuff or things like that, you can always get it on discount.
That's what the high street will give you.
20%. Some designers do as well. I have a friend that works in Cartier and they do like 20%.
Well, it depends on the designer.
Exactly.
Though.
So
you wouldn't go to
discount.
Tom Ford.
If you
and
know
then
people,
they'll give you,
or if
give
you know
you
people
discount.
selling it, guys, 20% off goes. But then the last one, which I always say this works, guys, is the sales. Like you can never go wrong with the sales. There's something about saving up for the rainy day. Save up for those sales. They do go on sale.
Yeah.
Designer brands as well do go on sale. So save up for it and then maybe get it at 20% off or even 30% off. And I think those are the three ways you can achieve and, you know, invest in a designer brand if you're thinking about getting one.
She just took
and
it
I just
out.
had to say all of that.
You had to know it. You had to know it.
So
Yeah.
guys, again, as always, I never want to leave this place. But that's it, guys.
It's
from
always
us.
fun when we're sitting on this couch all the
You do
time.
it the best. That's it, guys, from us. As always, you know we are going to bring it to you. If you want more of this, like I said, go onto our website and find out more. And also make sure you tune in next time because we're going to have many of this. That's it, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for what's coming up next.
Stay
Bye-bye.
tuned. Don't go away.
Our style icon for this week is the beautiful and the sexy mama, Mercy Aibe Gentry. Mercy is a Nollywood actress, an entrepreneur, but an all-round fashionista. She is pretty much known for all her amazing roles that she plays in movies and also for being a very hot fashionista. She is forever slaying with all her various outfits. Her makeup is always beat and her hair is forever laid. She wears anything and she make it look so good. She goes from casual to smart to dinner to elegant to traditional. Anything you can think of, this woman rocks it and make it look so effortlessly good. I mean, for her age as well, she looks so good and forever just killing it with anything that she puts on. So for this reason, Mercy Aibe is our fashion and style icon for the week. So that's it, guys, for this episode of the Goldiva Fab Show. As always, it's been a pleasure being here with you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to know more or just find out more about what we do on the show and the topic that we've discussed so far, make sure you log on to our website and find out a little bit more about the Goldiva Fab Show. I want to say a very big thank you to my guest, Mr. AP Yusuf, and also to my team, as always, for keeping it together. So until next time, guys, make sure you stay fabulous.